All right, my brother. What we got?
A couple nice stuff. We're gonna go old school here with the mob, how the mob got started. What videos that I've been researching and stuff, and seeing how did the mob started, with who did it start, and everybody. And I thought it started with the Italians, the American mob.
Right.
I'm talking about the American mafia now, but it was a Jewish guy. His name was Arnold Rothstein.
Rothstein.
Yeah, they call him the founding father of American mafia.
Well, he apparently was pretty good with making money.
Yeah, he says he used to have the gambling houses. He used to he was addicted to gambling. He wouldn't drink, he wouldn't use drugs, the only drink he would drink milk with pieces of cake.
With cookies and shit, right?
Cookies and stuff. But he was addicted to gambling.
But he said, what I saw was, they said he gambled without gambling. Which,
right.
Well, that's not a real That's not a real gambler.
No.
Because a real gambler, I asked this. I had a guy on my case that was a gambler. How the fuck he got on the case almost accidentally. He shouldn't even have been there. He didn't do anything.
Right.
It's one of those guys like handed a piece of paper to somebody. It wasn't on my case. He was on my indictment. On the other charges, there was some heroin shit there too.
Okay.
He was on that, and I knew him since I can't remember, 5 years old. I've known this guy forever, and he was a degenerate gambler. And I was talking to him one day. He was in Coleman with us, and I said, well, what's what defines a real gambler? Because he was saying that guy's not a real gambler. He goes, a real gambler doesn't quit until they lost it all. That's a real gambler.
Yeah.
I said, if you win 100,000, what are you gonna do? If you win 1 million, what are you gonna do? You gonna give up? He goes, no, I'm gonna keep gambling until I don't have anything left.
Wow, it's the addiction. It's the addiction. The addiction destroys you.
So Rothstein doesn't seem like he might have gambled. I think he liked to screw people.
Yeah, he would like to mess with people's brains and stuff like that.
He would rig the game. He was always looking at the odds and trying to figure out a way for the odds are in his favor as opposed to betting against the odds.
Exactly. He even rigged the 1919 World Series.
I saw that shit
with the Chicago White Sox. He paid the guys to do the game and all. I like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I like
that takes some brains to do that shit.
And this was way before Al Capone, way before all these other famous guys that showed up. I had never heard of him. He was the one that initiated and started the bootlegging. Prohibition. Yeah. He took advantage of that.
Did you see when I was watching that clip? And they showed the prohibition and how they contacted guys in, was it Scotland?
Yeah.
Scottish, right? Is it Scotland?
Scottish guy. Yeah.
I was saying, hold on a second. This is cocaine. There's no difference. They're over there, right? They're organizing it from over here. They're putting it on boats. They got to figure out how to put it on the boat. They have to figure out how to get it off over here. They've got to have guys to distribute it, and the whole thing's illegal.
Right.
Only thing difference between the way they did it back then and this, one's coke, one's alcohol.
Right. Exactly.
They shipped it over. Exactly. Same shit.
Exactly. Same thing.
I think they were fishing boats. Were they fishing boats?
With the things on the side.
Maybe. So, that's just one of those things.
He was a badass, and then he teamed up with what's this guy's name? Luciano. He started him up, and I didn't know Lucky Luciano had caught a case in those days, and he cooperated.
He pulled a Sammy.
Yeah, and everybody cut him off. So and then this guy Rothstein, he was a people person. Everybody liked him.
What does he remind you of?
Yeah, right. There goes Mr. Franzese.
He's a people person. Everybody liked him. Figure out a way to fucking swindle his way right back.
Yeah, exactly. So then, when Luciano cooperates, and Luciano was in the society because of the money that he had. So when he gets popped, society people cut him off because he's a delinquent. He's a criminal, right? And the mob cuts him off because he snitched on he snitched. So he goes up to Arnold Rothstein, you know, he says, how the hell do I, you know, how do I get back in the likings of these people? And what was it that he told him? He goes, there was a Dempsey, a boxer. There was a fight, a big fight.
Jack, I think it was Jack Dempsey, right?
Yeah, something like that. He said, buy 200 tickets ringside and just give them away. Everybody, and it worked. Everybody started liking him again.
Just like that. Imagine.
Just like that, you know? Oh man, yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. I didn't know that. And then we just found out that the 5 families were when 1931.
Apparently around that time, that's when they came into. I'm no fucking mob historian. We'll have to ask a YouTuber, but yeah, somewhere around that fucking time.
Yeah,
I got no business looking back that far. Fuck.
Oh shit. Yeah, I was watching a lot of things. I want to learn more, and I want to get up to date on, you know, on everything that happened before. Not like if I want to start anything, you know what I mean? I'm just, you know, just entertaining and learning about mob, the way that the Italians handled it and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely the old system doesn't work anymore, that's for sure.
No, it doesn't. And then I started watching the story of Henry Hill. Okay. Henry Hill was they made his story. That's where they made Goodfellas from.
Goodfellas, right?
You know, he was his boss was what was it? Paul Vesio or something like that. They used to call him, from the Lucchese family.
Right.
You know, and they showed the whole situation, how he grew in the mob. He used to work as a waiter in a restaurant or something like that. And then Paul used to come in, and then he started gaining his trust, just little by little. And then he goes up to do the Kennedy Airport thing and a bunch of robberies and stuff. He showed his own, and he started getting into the family. It was good. It was good. Yeah. You didn't see that one?
No, I didn't watch that one. I watched the I watched Goodfellas maybe, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago, and I noticed in one of the scenes when they're introducing people at a dinner table, they introduce a guy and they say, "This is Michael Franzese."
Really?
Yeah, in the movie. But I thought the dates didn't match. It didn't. If it's the same fucking Michael Franzese, I don't know, but the dates didn't seem like, at least they didn't match in the movie. I think they were back in the early 70s or something like that, or 60s, and they were just talking blah blah blah. Nah. And they introduced Paulie so and so, and then they said Michael Franzese, but it was just a quick introduction. And you know, Mike Franzese is a Colombo, like you said, they were in the Lucchese family.
Lucchese family, yeah.
Could have been coincidence. I don't know. I'll get corrected either way, but so I'm gonna put a fucking comment in.
Listen, going back to this guy Arnold Rothstein, right? You know, he was killed. He was shot, and on his deathbed, yeah, he was killed. He had beef with somebody, and I don't know, somebody shot him. Okay. And on his deathbed, the police went to see him. Right. You know, and they asked him, who shot you? And he says he went out like a true gangster. He said, he told the cop, your mother. Oh shit. Did he? That's what it says on the thing. I'm like, wow. He went totally out. He went out the way he was supposed to go out. He didn't snitch on the guy that shot him. Imagine that. And he's Jewish. He didn't even, you know. Jewish. There was some bad, you know, there's a group of Jews back then. Lansky, Schultz, yeah. This guy. He was associated with Schultz, the crazy Schultz, they called him. Yeah, with crazy Schultz, teamed up with him and all that. They all worked. He was the one that pulled them in, you know what I mean, to the organizations. Once he knew what they were good at, he started organizing and said, you can do this, you can do that, and you know what I mean. And whoever wasn't any good, he would get rid of them. Speaking of Jewish people, we got a guy from Israel following. Sent me an email the other day. Okay. Yeah, just shout out to Israel. Get some cool. Going to fucking Middle East. Excellent. And then and then I started watching the Goodfellas one, and then it reminded me. I saw that they had an airport heist, Lufthansa. They had like Lufthansa, yeah. had a couple of them, and that brought me to thinking about my airport times. At the beginning, you know, one time I knew a couple of guys that worked at the airport, right? They knew what I was up to. One night, one of these guys calls me, right? I need to talk to you. I need to talk to you. I'm like, what do you? I got worried. I'm like, well, you know, he's in trouble or something like that. Meet me on he told me meet me at Denny's on Lejeune. Lejeune and 36th Street. Meet me at Denny's. So I show up there and I meet up with him and he says, we just scored. I'm like, what do you mean you just scored?
Oh no.
Yeah, we got some. You know what these fuckers used to do? You remember it came out in the news and everything. Ramp rats.
Who?
Ramp rats. It came out.
Rats.
It was a big case. It was a big case out of the airport, Miami. Well, this was way before all that. This was 88, 89, something like that. These guys used to open up luggage.
And
open up luggage, boxes and shit like that, but they wouldn't steal anything.
Okay.
They wouldn't steal like camera, jewelry, anything that the traveler or the passenger could claim. They wouldn't steal it
or report.
What would they steal? Drugs, money. You know what I'm saying? When I go meet this fucking guy, he got look what I got. Look what I got. He had like a fucking 100 bricks.
In someone's luggage?
Coming from Puerto Rico.
Oh, so was that part of the States back then?
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Puerto Rico's been part of the States for I don't know how long. You know
they just oh, shit. Look at this motherfucker. Hold on.
He was a piece of the action.
Look at this motherfucking giant. He's a fucking giant. He was gonna jump on my head. Look at this.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Magnus is big. He's this fucking, oh Jesus. He's massive. He's fucking massive.
Yeah. You believe this shit? You know what I mean? He shows up and he had like, I think it was like about 100 bricks. He had in 4 bags they had got, no, not 4, like 6 bags they had gotten. Okay. What do? They go through the, and they feel the, like, they shake it and they feel the block. All the bricks were wrapped up into one block. And he says, this is not normal. Then boom, they open the bag and they see it. So what they do, you know, when they give you the tags that you put on your, they find the accompanied bags. You know what I'm saying? So it was like 6 bags that they had. They had 100 bricks in there. They fucking took them. They didn't know what the fuck to do with that. So he called me. He didn't even know he didn't know what was the street price. He didn't know anything.
Where'd you get it for?
Well, that's exactly where I'm going. I remember in those days, I think the bricks were going for like 16, 17, something like that, right? I told him, damn, I don't know, man. I think I can give you, I'll try, man, but I'll try and give you like 11 for each. 11 each. Damn right. You know, like what? I went to my house and I went and I sent that shit straight up to Philly. I got like 28 for Philly. I got 28 for each of them. Philly, I made more than them. And then from then on, they used to call me. They used to get weed from the flights from the north coming to the south.
Right.
They used to get money. Money would come down. Drugs going up, money coming down.
Oh yeah, the people put in there in boxes and shit, and the suitcases just send it down.
Yeah, because back then you just check the bag in and go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They didn't have all the security that they have now. And these guys, flights from Mississippi, flights from Tennessee, flights from up New York a lot. And these guys had a nose for that. They made a lot of money. I remember one friend of mine, it was Pakistan. He was from Pakistan.
Right.
He got in trouble I think, trying to take out, they had made a hit and he was trying to take it out of the airport. And he got caught taking it out. So he got arrested and then he was let out on bail and he disappeared. I think he went back to Pakistan. Yeah, I think he went back to Pakistan. He wasn't going to stay in the States. I never heard of him again. But yeah, this Goodfellas movie reminded me of all that good stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Goodfellas. That was a good fucking movie. That was a good movie. That was a good movie. And did you watch Gotti, the old one? 90, I think it was 94 with Amran Desante.
Yeah, I saw it. I remember I saw it with you. You would have told me to watch
Yeah, on
it.
YouTube,
I saw
right?
it.
On YouTube.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it.
Really,
Yeah, it was a good movie.
That's really good.
That's where I said. That's where where I realized what you had told me, that Sammy says that Gotti was going to put him out there. Gotti wasn't going to put him out there. He was just talking to his boy at supposedly at a secured area.
Right.
But the area was tapped.
Right.
Not his fault. You know what I'm saying? And all he wanted to do was go to trial. They got to prove everything. It's just me talking shit. They got to prove everything. So, I believe that more than what Sammy says.
Shit, they could have put John Gotti on the stand and they could have asked him, you said Sammy did this and Sammy did that. He could have said, how is he bullshitting?
Exactly. And that's it. They had to bring in the rest of the proof.
Talking shit all the time. That's all we do is talk shit.
Totally. Yeah. A lot of these movies, they bring out a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? That sometimes they seem like it's a lie or something, but no, they hit it right on the nose.
No, they get, because they want, look, especially if it's a true story, they want to get it as true as possible.
Exactly.
They heard the tapes. It's possible they even had an interview with Gotti. Who knows? He could do a life fucking sentence.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, I don't know if he would, but someone would have.
Yeah,
because it was too accurate. There was a lot of shit there.
Yeah, it was a good movie. It was right on point. And I related a lot of the stuff that the guys comment on and what you have told me and what I've heard and all that. And I go, oh, okay, this is what, a lot of things. So I'm going to start watching a bunch of these movies now.
Shit, you're going to be a fucking mob historian.
Right? I mean, it's just interesting. I like, how can I tell you? I like strategies. You know what I'm saying? And the mob seems to work in that aspect. They like to do a lot of strategy on things that they're gonna do, strategic things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not just brute out there. You know what I mean? They do everything calculated. You know what I'm saying? The top guys though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I like that. I like thinking. I like, and I look at this angle, I look at that angle, I look at what can go right, what can go wrong. If it goes wrong, what's the worst case scenario? This, that, you know what I'm saying? And if I'm here and I'm that, that's why I think I lasted so long. And when I was out there doing what I was doing, you know what I'm saying? Because I was always keeping myself arm's length. You know what I mean? And keeping the people around me were so tight with me that I knew that if anything happens to them, nothing's gonna happen to me.
Right.
I was that secure. You know, when I started messing up, when I started listening.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Yeah.
Can you shut that fucking bird up, please? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I'll feed him to the fucking cat.
Ooh, you be fool.
Fucking bird. All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I a lot of mistakes came to my way when I started listening to people. Or I would ask people for opinions.
Yeah.
Like I would, hey, I'm gonna do this, this, and this. What do you think? And they say, no, if I were you, I wouldn't do it like that and that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, you think so? Yeah. Boom, I took, boom, out. If I just do it my way, you know what I'm saying? If it goes wrong, it's me anyways. You know what I'm saying? But as soon as I started listening to people and hearing people's opinions and started, thinking that their idea was better than mine, that's when a lot of things went wrong. You know what I'm saying? So
I hear you on that shit.
you know how that goes. Okay.
Well,
what's up on your end?
Yeah,
I'm yapping away here.
Yeah, let you talk for once. Damn it.
People are gonna say, man, Carlos don't let Anthony talk.
No, it's good. Let his ass talk. Fuck, I'm tired of talking. I'm tired of fucking talking.
But I told you what I've been up to. What you've been up to?
Yeah, not much, really. Lee Cole, what's this? He's got a channel, Lee Cole, C-O-L-E. The third, Lee Cole the third, right?
Yeah.
So he seems like, he's got some good stuff. He's so if you're watching, check out his channel, subscribe. He's good.
Yeah.
He's got some.
He contacted us, right?
Yeah. He's got some really good. I listen. Okay. I don't listen for long, but I listen, and he seems like he knows what the fuck he's talking about. But this guy you mentioned the other day, Anthony Romaldi, was it?
Raimondi, some shit like
Ramondi or some shit. Who the
something
fuck
like
knows?
that. Yeah.
Anyway,
Big
I
guy
looked
with
into
the
him.
big guy with the gold teeth.
Yeah. I listened to him for about 30 seconds maybe, and the fucking bullshit radar went off.
Really?
Yeah, bullshit. And but then I listened to Cole, right?
Right.
And he did a little clip on this guy. So now I listened to what he had to say. He goes, wait, this guy was this, and he put the dates together, and I got a Cole thing. What's his first name? What is it, Cole?
Lee.
Cole. Lee.
I don't like his first name. A guy that cooperated against me. His name is Lee.
Oh, okay. So Lee, he gets in there and puts fucking dates together, and this guy's stories seem to be so far-fetched, almost as far-fetched as fucking, what's the other fucking bozo's name?
Which one? The Raimondi?
No, the other one. Russo. He wanted to meet fucking Escobar in person.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Because John Gotti made the phone call. Yeah, John Gotti made the phone call for Russo to go meet fucking Pablo Escobar. Get the fuck out of here. That's so far fucking fetched. John Gotti's gonna call fucking Pablo Escobar? In what day? In what day and fucking age is that gonna happen?
Hey, Pablito.
Hey,
I got a favor to ask you, Pablito. that was funny.
Yeah, that was fucking.
I saw some
fucking
comments.
Russo, you're so full of shit.
I saw some comments. What the day that I mentioned that guy Raimondi or something like that.
Yeah.
I saw some comments on that video, and a couple guys saying that he was the true deal or something like that. That's why, like, I guess they do their homework that he was in the military. The 300 plus that he killed was because he was in Vietnam or something like that, and he got into some trouble.
This is where Lee Cole comes in, right? So, okay, let's say he was in the military, fine, but he killed 300 people as a sniper. But then he goes off to say, well, there was some times when I killed 4 or 5, might have threw a hand grenade at somebody and killed 5 people in one shot. And then Lee goes, wait a minute, were you a sniper or were you on the fucking ground? You don't do both. If you're a fucking sniper, you're a sniper. Now, are there times when that can happen? Yeah, you fucking at war, anything can happen. But the way this guy talks, he's just all over the fucking place. And then he says, lucky Luciano flew in after he was deported. So to see, lucky Luciano apparently got kicked out of the country.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
For whatever the fuck he did. And they revoked his passport and he couldn't leave Italy for a while. And he had to check in to the police every week. All right. However, he made a special trip to the US when this guy was born. Now here's my question.
How the fuck did he get in?
That's one. Okay, now I can give you the answers to all how he got in, right?
Okay.
You got me a fake passport in fucking 1995. Imagine back in 19 fucking.
But it was a U.S. passport.
It was a U.S. passport. You know how easy it would be to get a fake passport from Italy in the 1930s or 40s or 50s, whatever fucking year it was.
Right. There was no computers or anything like that.
That's easy, right? Change name. He could have went through the airport. He could have paid people. He could have traveled, right? That's possible, right?
Right.
So let's say hypothetically he did get a fake passport and he did, and he wanted to be here when you were born. So how did this go? Wait a minute. His mother's pregnant. When's she gonna have the baby? We don't know. And then at the drop of a dime, her water breaks. Hey, I'm gonna have my son in fucking 6 hours. Get your ass over here.
Right.
It just doesn't, or he just came over here, a month before just to make sure he was around when you were born because he wanted to be there when you were born. Nobody gives a fuck to be there when you're born. They don't, what are you, the fucking Pope coming in to exist? Are you Christ? They want to be there when you're born? Have you ever had to be somewhere when someone was born? No. Except your own kid?
My own kids, yeah. And you don't know when it's going to happen. You got to be, unless it's a programmed C-section.
Right. So Lee Cole touches on all these different things and bullshit. It calls the bullshit button, and he's hitting the bullshit button a lot. And listen, there's a lot of bullshit. It just doesn't. He's so go check out Lee's video on Ramondi.
Yeah, he seems like a cool guy.
Yeah. Well, here's what else that gets me is he's over there on VladTV. And someone said, well, how come, and I don't want to say that. Anyway, VladTV, well, you notice all they do is interview they interview everyone who's an informant. There's very few people. I don't know any, but I can't say we're the only two. I can't say we're the only two because I don't pay attention to other guys that much. I know who cooperated, and out of the 5 people on YouTube, they all cooperated. Now, there could be a couple other guys that didn't, but I don't know of any, right?
Right.
But fucking VladTV, these guys are cooperating. That's one thing. When they're lying, fucking call them on it. He just sits there and goes, he questions them. Vlad will question him, and you can tell he doesn't believe him. But when he doesn't believe him, he doesn't press him.
If he presses him, his ratings will go up.
He needs to press him. You're a fucking journalist. Whether you like it or not, you're a journalist. You're interviewing someone. You get the truth out of them. If you call bullshit, fucking call bullshit.
Right.
But he lets them all slide. Franzese, let's slide. They let them all slide. Sammy the Bull, they let them all fucking slide on their fucking bullshit lies.
See, that's why they don't like you. Because they said I saw a comment, you're a cool dude, but a little obnoxious at times. You see that shit?
You're the laid back type. I'm the fucking fuck you, lying cocksucker type. I don't like these lying fucks. But what are you gonna do? I don't give a fuck.
Funny. I was laughing today also. There was what was it you said last video? Well, we don't need the money or something like that. Something to that effect. Yeah.
Well, as far as the trip goes,
some idiot got offended.
For what?
Because you said we don't need the money. We just do this to have the hell of it. I'm like, well, you rich little boys, you washed up what you call it? Banana Shelf family or something like that. He called you, and he called me my cousin did or something like that. I don't remember what he was saying, but he was offended. And then he said, "Well, bolak," or I guess that means fuck off or something like that. I don't know.
Bollocks. That's like either Australian or English. Bollocks, like bullshit.
I like that. We were so sensitive on this thing.
They are. Anyway, we don't need the money. I mean, it's not like we're doing this shit. Fuck, if it came down to that, then we're in trouble.
Can't pay my fucking bills with this shit.
Oh no.
I mean, this is fun though. You know what I mean? At the beginning, how long were you behind me so I could do stuff like this? You know what I mean? I was like, damn. And then when I get to over there the first time, I was like, just like, man, my girl's like, I can't believe I'm doing this shit. And then you just get a hang of it. You know what I mean? It's cool. We're just kicking it. That's
it. I didn't think it would be this easy.
Yeah, everything is fun.
I still don't get it.
Fine, we're just kicking it. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't get it, but I get it and I get it.
I like to have more, that's why I'm watching these videos and stuff, so I know more or less what to talk about, because I see that every time that we talk about Mob, Franzese, the other dude, and that's when people are more interested in stuff and like that. You know what I'm saying? So fuck it, I want to learn about it so we can kick it. And yeah. I'll have questions, and if anybody has the answers, just go ahead and comment on them or email us.
And there's nothing wrong with being wrong, because fuck it, if you're right all the time, then what? If you're right all the time, honestly, if you're right on the time, it doesn't give people a chance to say, hey, no, or this and that. Right. And a lot of people comment, I say wrong shit all the time. Fuck, I don't care. I try. I mean, fuck. And you know what? A lot of this shit, which is funny, I knew a lot of this shit a long time ago. I just fucking forgot.
Yeah. You can't
forgot.
Listen, I'm going on 55 next month.
Right.
And I've been fucking around since I was 12 years old.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I forget a lot of shit. You know what I mean? My dad went to jail when I was 12. You know what I mean? I had to go to work. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't 9 to 5, So and it's just a lot of stuff. I mean, I'm still thinking about, we've never talked about, but we're not gonna do it today, but I'll just mention it, my days of owning corners, dominating corners. Remember?
Oh, back in the days when you were slinging grams and shit, right?
Yeah, in Liberty City, 15th and
Oh
61st.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had Opalaka.
Did you do Carroll City?
I did Carroll City also.
I remember Carroll City.
Remember that? Yeah, I did that. I did up north too, up on Lakeland.
You're asking me how to cook. You asked me how to cook.
I know that shit. I know how to do the jar, how to mix. I know everything. How to cut it up, put it back in. I know everything, bro.
You can make a cookie, right?
You damn right. I know how to cook.
That's some shit.
And then I learned then that something came back as it was called comeback.
Comeback.
Remember that?
Yeah. You buy that shit over at 7th Avenue Flea Market.
There you go. Yeah. And I used to do the $1,000 packs with the 20s. That's what I used to send up to Lakeland.
You'd break it up for them?
I used to cut it. Hell yeah, back when I said 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bags. That's $8,000. I want them by when. You know what I'm saying? That was quick. And then, and then a lot of shit started through there also. You know what I mean? Because, people were fighting for their corners. Why are you selling in my corner? Why this? Why that? Why that? Hey. People
don't realize how the black neighborhoods, those motherfuckers were going at it.
Yeah.
They were, you had to fucking don't sell on their fucking corner, boy.
I'll tell you a story. Not a story. The uncle, the nutty uncle that I got, okay? He calls me Nino one day. Right? I'm like, why the fuck you calling me Nino? You remember the movie New Jack City?
Oh yeah, with
Nino Brown.
Yeah, who it wasn't Denzel Washington. It was that other
that's
one.
Wesley Snipes.
Wesley Snipes. There you go.
Wesley Snipes. His name was Nino Brown. So he would call me Nino. I'm like, why the fuck is this guy calling me Nino? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because he had the crack houses and all that shit. He had the corners and all that stuff.
Right.
And when I figured it out, I'm like, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
He actually called me today. He was watching the Dolphin game. I told him, I'm doing something. I want to interview you. One day he goes, what? Remember, he's the one, that landed the plane in the Okeechobee?
Yeah.
He just turned 77.
Oh no, he'd be good. Where's he at?
He's here. He's here. He said he lives at the house where I was born.
He can come over. We can send him a link to be 3 of us on this bitch.
No, he don't know how to. He's not that smart. He don't know how to use shit. I gotta bring him. I'll bring him one day, and then he's funny. He's funny. He's older guy already. You know him. You remember?
Yeah.
Once you see him, the white hair and all that stuff. And then Skunk. I'll bring Skunk one day also.
Skunk was good. I wonder if Skunk remembers when I handed that. I think it was 50 keys at the back of Miami Subs.
Miami Subs. I'm pretty sure he remembers. That's when you watch.
I had to go, bitch. Bye. Take him or pick him up in the dumpster. Because
Skunk called me yesterday. Skunk called me yesterday because I was listening to some salsa, old salsa music, and then he loved to dance. So I sent it to him. Damn, you made me want to dance. You got me dancing, sweeping and dancing and stuff like that. My crew's cool.
Is Skunk coming to the trip?
No, but we can see him.
Right? Yeah, let him come over a couple days.
Everybody. He's in Cartagena. Okay. He lives in Cartagena. We can bring him in, and I'll bring the uncle in also. I'll bring my the what do you call it, the joker, the laugher. I'll bring him in too.
There's the other guy over there who's got the girl thing, the girls, girl, old school girl.
Yeah.
With the deep voice.
Yeah, her.
Yeah, he's a character too.
I got my whole crew's here, man. My crew from New York. That's another thing. That's another topic that the other day I was talking about. Yeah, I said that I would take stuff up to New York and stuff like that. But my main guy, one of my main guys that used to handle shit for me in New York is here also.
Okay.
Here, David. We can call him too. He can tell you a lot of stories about me. You know what I mean?
All right.
So, there's a lot of things that I just like, we got so much. I got work. I got this. I got that. You know what I'm saying? So we don't. It's slowly coming back. And then
me too. Little by little,
we'll have a bunch of stories to say.
I was going through. I was formatting the second book last night, going from Japan because I was there for 3 years, and as I'm putting like chapter down, I'm like, fuck. I remember this. I remember that. Yeah, as you think about it, that shit's stored somewhere back in the dust mill.
Right.
in between your fucking ears. I'm like, oh, okay, this and that and this and that. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Man, I
Yeah.
got fucking 30 chapters and I'm still in Japan. I gotta leave. I don't want a third book. You know what I mean? I don't
Right.
want a third book. Fuck that. Two's enough.
Yeah.
Hey,
But
I got a
yeah.
story. I might have told it a long time ago, but you know how Franzese, there's a, he goes, you know, I had to go because I got subpoenaed. You know, he keeps saying,
Oh yeah, I
I got
remember that.
subpoenaed, so I had to go. Now,
No, you don't.
when you get subpoenaed to go in front of a grand jury, he claims he had to go because he got subpoenaed. You do have to go. You have to go because if you don't, you're going to jail, right?
Really?
But you don't have to talk. Yeah, you're a subpoena. You get subpoenaed, you're subpoenaed. You got to fucking go. Or you're going to jail. You can't say
Okay.
I'm not going. It's a court order.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. But,
Yeah, but once you get there, you don't have to talk,
right.
right?
I'm sick. Exactly. Okay.
I don't. So they subpoena my dad. My dad gets subpoenaed. It was for Tony Plate.
Okay.
And you can look this up online. You can go Anthony Caiucci and then put Tony Plate. It'll pop up because he put his appeal in.
Hmm.
So here's what happened. There was a guy named Lou Mericandi, one of my dad's best friends, right? Lou Mericandi got busted up in who the fuck knows where. I don't know, somewhere up north. He got popped. And the feds said, we want you to work undercover for us down there in South Florida. We want you to do, I think they wanted him to open up a business or some shit. And then he knew all the mob would come to him and bang. He goes, well, I can't open a business while I owe Tony Plate money. If I open a business, Tony Plate's going to come after me. What the fuck, you motherfucker, you owe pay me first, right?
Okay.
So he goes, can you verify this loan that you owe Tony Plate money? Can you verify it? He goes, yeah, I can verify it. So he calls my dad. I think this is how it went. He calls my dad and my dad's going to call Plate to see if they can get the numbers down because he's paying every week, you know? And I think my dad called him back. You know, I have to read the damn paper, but anyway, it turned out to where I think my dad negotiated and got him maybe a little lower on the interest payments, possibly.
Okay.
Well, anyway, they come and it's time to pay, right? It's time to pay. And my dad's at Monero's. It's a restaurant right down the street from Joe Sonkins. My dad's at Monero's, and Mericandi comes and pays the money, gives the money to my dad. Well, my dad is going to count the money, right? He's going to count the money. He counts the money. And now Lou Mericandi has all this shit. He's got it all on wire. He's wearing a fucking wire that the money's going to Tony Plate. I can't remember if Tony Plate was sitting right next to him. I think he was sitting right there at the bar. And he said, Caiucci, count it. You know, count it. You know, just a freak, count it for me. So my dad counts it, bum, bum, bum. And it's all there. Either that was the case. Tony Plate was either sitting there or my dad was counting it and picked it up for Tony Plate. I can't fucking remember. But the damn court transcript says everything. Anyway, make a long story short, my dad gets indicted because this fucking Lou Mericandi's got the whole thing on wire that my dad counted the money for Tony Plate.
Wow.
Right? So they get him now because they want Tony Plate. They don't want my dad. They want Tony Plate. Tony Plate was a big wig. And at the same time, he had a pending case with Neil Delacroce out of New York for some fucking murder. Well, Tony Plate was getting ready to be disappeared anyway. So they subpoena my dad goes in front of the grand jury. They go, do you know Tony Plate? Nope. Never seen him. They go on and on and on and on and on and ask him all these fucking questions about Tony Plate. He goes, I don't know. And I don't know. I don't know him. I never met him. I just complete fucking. The judge stops the proceedings. Stops them completely. Wants to speak to him in the back. La la la. He goes, listen, they've got you dead to rights on these fucking tapes. What you can't lie like this. You're gonna be fucking, you're lying a lie. You got 200 fucking lies up there. My dad says, what do you want me to say? Are you serious? So they charged my dad with fucking perjury. So Tony Plate never gets indicted. They get my dad. They indict my dad for lying. Believe
How
that
much they
shit?
give him? How much they give him?
Fucking 2 fucking years or some shit like that for lying to a grand jury for some shit, you know?
Couldn't he just pled the fifth?
Yeah, there's a reason you can plead the fifth, but then they can give you immunity.
And then you have to say.
Then you have to say it. Plead fifth, it means anything you say can be used against you. No, we're giving you immunity. Now talk, motherfucker.
Okay, I got it. Oh, they
See?
know how to work it.
They sure the fuck do.
They know how to work it. They're
So,
incredible.
so now when you go to a grand jury, there's no records of it. You can't like find out what somebody said. Grand juries are quiet fucking proceedings. It's
Right.
secret. The bad part about a grand jury is it's one-sided. The prosecution's there, but there's nobody to defend you on while you're up there. So my dad's up there. He doesn't have an attorney. They're just trying to get someone indicted. That's it. And they could say whatever they want, and there's no one to say, wait, that's not true. Right? So they come up with all this shit. And everybody knows he gets subpoenaed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he tells people, you know, it's not like he keep it quiet. Listen, I got subpoenaed. So when he gets out, they want to, you know, what happened? He goes, I didn't say anything. Well, fucking, that's what everybody would say, right? I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. That's a favorite fucking one-liner. I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. So Tony Plate was going to whack my dad. And these guys were buddies to an extent.
Yeah.
Anyway, Tony Plate ended up getting whacking before it got whacked before he could whack my dad.
Thank God. Thank God. Yeah, you're they're the buddies to an extent until they need you no more. That's the shit about the life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the shit.
Yeah,
Like what we were talking about earlier, right before we started recording. You know what I'm saying? That what was it that guy said that you were shelved or some shit like that? You shelved because you didn't belong to any family.
I had fucking never fucking signed up for no fucking mafia. You can see
you didn't have no fucking boss.
I didn't
have no fucking boss.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
You solo, always solo. I knew a lot of mobsters. I was in with fucking almost everyone from all the families down here in South Florida. I knew them all. There wasn't like the fucking Genovese. We never did shit. I mean, little, but listen, my dad told me when I was 16, after I got out of prison, I was 18, actually, I got caught when I was 16. They're going to want you. You did your time. You kept your fucking mouth shut. They're going to come. Right. Someone wants to fucking take you in. I said, and what? Pay every fucking month? Pay when I make money? Fuck that. He goes, it ain't going to be fucking easy for you to go around here making money without these people trying to put their hooks into you. He told me. I said, well, if they want fucking money from me, they're going to have to fucking earn it.
Yeah, totally.
Listen, I had to stand my ground. There was times I was scared, but you ain't taking fucking money unless you're going to do my time.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll pay you, motherfucker.
Yeah, you got to come get dirty with me. You know what I mean?
And we know the mob structure, because we could see all our YouTube fucking famous rats out there, and they all blame it on. I'm not gonna. What do they say? I'm not gonna be loyal to some organization. Well, you should have thought of that in the fucking beginning.
You fucking joined it
before you joined it, right? I mean, I was young. I was smart enough to know. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I'm gonna join some shit and pay these fuckers. I'm gonna pay a membership, basically, like you said earlier.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna pay a membership to be a part of a criminal organization, kick up money to the boss that I might meet one day. Shit. So he can live like a fucking king.
Yeah, I take care of myself. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, I'll put it to good use instead of giving it to them. You know what I'm saying?
You know how good it is? They can never call you and send for you. Right. Hey, come sit. You can't call me and send for me, motherfucker. You call me. I'm saying the time and the place and the when.
Exactly.
Ain't calling for you. You don't know where the fuck I'm at. You have no clue where I'm at all the time.
Right.
So,
oh boy.
So what do you got for our trips to Colombia? What do you got? You got something new? Got some information there? We got everyone's I got 2 flight schedules.
Well, one guy I got it right here on my board.
Anthony.
One guy is gonna be here already. And
Who's
the other
coming
guy,
early? Anthony?
The guy from the US. I got the US.
Oh, yeah. He's doing some stuff over there, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so I need the other three. I need the to Australia and the UK. I need their flight schedule.
Okay.
Everything
Yeah.
everything else is straight. I got everything else.
I think it's Sean and Nathan from the Australia. You motherfuckers need to send your flight information, or you'll be sitting there.
Sean, Nathan, and James.
Okay.
You get in early. Okay. Got you on a separate date.
Okay.
So I can set up your stuff. Okay. So yeah, we're ready. We're ready. I'm just waiting flight schedules. That's it.
Oh,
Okay.
this is important. And I know the English and the Australians. No, it's Colombia. Anyway, if you're trying to email Mafia Made Colombia, it's not spelled with a U. It's spelled with 2 O's.
Oh, yeah. Because
Colombia.
they mix it up with District of Columbia in the States.
Yes, and that some people are spelling with a U, and they're saying
Well, you know
the email's getting kicked back.
I'm gonna. There's some T-shirts here and hats.
Yes, I saw
they
that.
say it's Colombia, not Colombia.
Right.
I'm gonna get you guys some of those.
So when you email him, Mafia Made Colombia, everything's an O, COLOMBIA at Gmail. Or you can email me, Mafia Made 1971 at Gmail, or email us both and copy it.
Email, yeah, it's best to email us both.
Right, because more than likely, Carlos will get it.
You'll probably be sleeping.
Yes, it's up at fucking 5 in the morning. I'm going to bed at 5 in the morning.
I'm up 4:30 in the morning, man. You know what I mean? It's past my bed. What time is it? It's 9:15. All right. Oh, I still got. Well, tomorrow's a holiday here, so.
Motherfucker with your holidays.
Yeah, stop being jealous. You gotta go to work. I know. Okay. All right, my friend. This was a good one.
Okay? All right, brother.
I'll hit you up now so we can talk about the schedules. Okay.
Sounds
All
good.
Right.
Yep.
Bye-bye.